You're watching Shaw Cable, Channel 10.
Fans from the West Edmonton Mall, the West Edmonton Mall Telus Curling Classic, we bring you this morning at 9 o'clock an A-event semifinal, Pat Ryan versus Ed Werenich. Welcome, everybody. I'm Tim Dancy. We'll be joined by Cathy, Borst, and Nagy in just a moment. But again, this is the West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic, an A semifinal, Ryan versus Werenich, coming right up on the Shaw Cable system. Hi again, everybody. I'm Tim Dancy, and we're joined by Ed Werenich, one of the great skips in Canadian curling. Ed against Pat Ryan this morning. Talk a little about the matchup and how you guys match up against Ryan and that all-star team.
Well, Pat's gone through a few generations. I played him in the 88 Brier as a skip, and then I played him when he played for Rick Folk, obviously in the Skins game a couple years ago. And now he's skipping again on his own. So Pat's been around. He's lucky. He can play other positions. The only reason I'm the skip is because I can't sweep.
That's how my wife became skip in the mixed league one year.
Yeah, it's an interesting format we have going here at the Edmonton Mall, and obviously you can tell the field is terrific. And it doesn't matter where you're playing, Pat Ryan or Joe Schlipowitz, or they're here to curl, and you better play well.
Are you guys operating on all 8 cylinders now?
I'm definitely encouraged. Our first spiel, we had sort of spurts of brilliance, and then we obviously didn't perform well and got knocked out. But we won our first 2 here, and I see signs of good things coming.
Well, let me ask you about the ice. How do you like it this year compared to last?
Well, yeah, as you well know, we're the defending champions from last year, and I was probably the most vocal about how crooked it was last year. And it's just such a pleasure to play this year. The Iceman, Timmy, has managed to get it pretty flat, and it's fast, it's consistent, and you can play the game. It's a lot more fun, Bill, and make all the shots.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ed Werenich, as we bring Pat Ryan in here now. Former Edmontonian, now BC resident. Hi, Pat.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Talk a little about this team you have. It looks loaded on paper, for sure.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of experience, of course. Got a couple of different world champions from different eras and different times. And it's a lot of fun. For me, return back to the T-head, something I haven't really wanted to do for a long time, but I'm really anxious to do it this year. And with the lineup that they've given me, I've been I'm really fortunate to just walk right into a great team. I'm having fun.
What kind of goals have you set for this team, and what kind of travel are you looking forward to the rest of the year?
Well, the ultimate goal is we'd like to win the gold medal in the Olympics, and that's really what's one of our forefront visions for the team. In order to do that, we're playing in a lot of events, such as Edmonton here and all of the Olympic qualifiers. And I guess there's a good chance for us to do well on the money, because that's another way to qualify as well. So we're kind of going whole hog at it this year, which is, again, something I don't normally do. I usually go to about 2 or 3 bond spiels, but this year I think it's about 8 or 9. So it's a little bit different, right back on the circuit again, and not something I'm going to do the rest of my life, but I'm going to do it this year.
Okay, Pat, say hi to Penny next time you see her. See you later. All right, we go upstairs now and join Nagy and Cathy Borst.
Thank you very much, Tim Dancy. Well, we've got the accountant against the fireman this morning, and this is a classic curling match. I'll tell you what, one of the great matches you'll ever see in curling, and we're really excited to present this to you this morning. Let's talk a little bit about Eddie Werenich. We were marveling yesterday, Cathy, about how fit this guy really is. I mean, he continues to come by. He's a money player, and I forget how old he is, but he's getting up there. Sorry, Ed. But, I mean, the guy can curl. That's the bottom line. He's Yeah, you know, he's an athlete.
He gives us all inspiration.
Yes, I mean,
telling us we have a lot of years left to curl. That's good.
yeah, he's tremendous. What is it about Eddie that still he's got all the shots? I mean, yesterday he made a couple of shots to win on the final rock.
Well, I think he's just got that desire to still win and play. He's got a smell for money, I think it is, and he's my number 1 pick. Don't forget. So I think he's going to do well today.
Let's see. I was sitting on Carrie Burtnick, so I'm still rooting for Eddie. He's one of my favorites, and I'm sure one of the favorites of all curling fans. We're happy to see Eddie back. He's the defending champion. Let's get this thing going because we're excited to see Eddie throw some rocks this morning against former Edmontonian Pat Ryan, by the way, who perhaps may be a crowd favorite this morning. I know he felt a lot of pressure here in the 1987 Brier over at, I guess it was the Agridome they played, but Agricom.
Agricom,
but, yeah. Pat Ryan definitely, he's got the hard-hitting game. He loves to throw the high, hard one. And
I know Pat personally. He played for my brother. I've always still had a little thing in here for Pat and his team because I know them well, and I think they're going to have a really good game out there. So far, we've seen a lot of really good shot making from both teams, and let's just hope that this is another great game to watch. I'd love to stay on top of Ed Werenich's game and see how they're going to play this today.
We've also got this morning the other undefeated rinks on the ice, Howard against Burtnick, and we're looking forward to that one as well. We will keep you up to date with all the scores this morning. Howard playing Burtnick. We've got Madaw up against Peters, and Brad Height is over there on sheet number 1 against Kevin Park.
A little laryngitis this morning, Al, I see.
Get out of town.
Now, what is that sound?
I'm reaching puberty. My voice is getting deeper.
Just pretending, right?
Yes. Every once in a while I get a deep voice.
You
know,
need some coffee, I think.
Yes. Talking for 16 straight hours yesterday will do that to you. But Cathy is in great shape. Look at her. I mean, she just looks fantastic. 16-hour day yesterday.
It's like nothing ever happened.
I know.
Well, I keep telling you guys that I'm used to this. When I curl, I don't sleep anyways, so this is normal.
That's true. You're a veteran bonspieler.
Eddie Werenich, John Kawaja, Pat Perut, and Neil Harrison from the Churchill Curling Club, Churchill, Ontario.
It was interesting to hear about Pat's visions for this year, and he was straightforward, wasn't he? Talking about Olympic gold, like that's what they want. And if you're going to go for that, you gotta be out there curling in all these major spiels and playing the big names every weekend.
I thought that was an interesting comment. Yeah.
I'm sure actually that's probably a lot of big teams' visions for this year. Because any one of these teams out here could be representing Canada in the Olympics for us.
Is this a round?
Let's see, Pat Ryan won the toss. We are live from the West Edmonton Mall. I'm Al Nagy with Cathy Borst and Tim Dancy. The undefeated rinks are on the ice this morning.
Yep.
This is our defending champion of last year's West Edmonton Mall.
Short, too, died, eh?
Spiel.
Short.
Oh, turning hard.
Died.
You tap it. Just freeze. Whoa.
And I guess the winner automatically gets $10,000 this morning, the winners. So they're into it as qualifiers. So $10,000 to the winner guaranteed this morning as they advance to the championship side.
It's a lot of money. I could use that.
We could all use that. Of course, $30,000 goes to our winner for this Bonspiel. Ed's team no stranger to Eddie Lukowicz, by the way, playing with Pat Ryan. He won $175,000 a few years ago, about 6 years ago, and that's a record that still stands.
Well, the money just keeps getting a little bigger every year in Canadian curling, and now with Curling International's new format and the money involved there, it's another injection and another reason for these guys. So Ed Werenich himself says, well, we'll just wait and see how long that sticks around. I don't think Ed's completely sold, as an example, yet on the Curling International, and it's an innovative format.
Randy Furby throwing second stones for Pat Ryan.
What swings there?
What an all-star team they have. Ryan Lukowicz, Furby, and Bert Wodnerchuk.
Lots of weight.
Ryan and Furby together again.
That's just easy.
Go here.
Curl.
I'm just checking the tour standings here, and I'm trying to find where Ed Werenich is. He's down here in 85th place. That's kind of surprising, don't you think?
Very.
I would have thought he would be up in the top 20 for sure. He's won $3,075.
Look where $10,000 would put him. Look where $30,000 would put him.
Yep.
No kidding.
Whoa.
Said they've only been in a couple of Bonspiels this year.
This does count for tour points, doesn't it?
Yep.
I'm sure it does. So that would really put this, whoever wins this probably in first place. We've got Kevin Park at 33,000, Russ Howard at 29,000. They're number 3. Number 1, of course, is Wayne Madaw, 45,000. That's after winning. Would have been after winning Portage last weekend. It's a lot of money.
Speaking of Kevin Park, he is playing today. He is back in the lineup after missing last night's draw with the flu.
Got Pat Ryan here at seventh spot, $21,000.
John Kawaja. As Ed Werenich lays down the broom for Kawaja, his third. This is Kawaja's first stone, and he's playing the intern takeout on the Ryan stone, sitting on the button.
Great. Hooray! Hard.
Nice shot.
Very nice. He's into that out-turn run, isn't he?
Cathy, what's the money becoming like for women in Canadian curling now?
It's getting better. I think still one of the top spiels is Kelowna at 10,000, although this year they didn't have the amount of teams that they needed. There are so many women's spiels right now on the tour that there's too many to pick and choose from. So the women are kind of spreading themselves thin, and they're not getting the number of teams in all the spiels that they need.
You see the Mercedes she's driving, Tim?
Right.
No, 14 hours, 16 hours here yesterday. I didn't even see Cathy once. We just talked all day.
Yes, we happened to win Kelowna, so that was nice. Gave us a few points. The women this season also have tour points for 2 berths in the Olympic trials. So our team, we just had an update come out last week, and actually we're number 1 right now, although I think Shannon Kleibrink has just won Winnipeg a week ago, so they have just topped us, but she already has a berth, so we've got to keep our points up. Maybe have a chance at getting in on the points.
John Kawaja ready to play his second stone for Ed Werenich. And remember, Werenich trying to steal on this first end. Kawaja doesn't like the call. I remember last year these guys were arguing out there.
They do that a lot. Yeah. But they work well together. They're used to each other.
Oh yeah.
He can make it, but he's got to get this one through the hole, eh?
Yeah.
He's got to hit it first, but it's fully exposed. You're right. But if we go around and make it.
I like that. I like the call. I don't mind the call at all.
Oh, okay. It's just that it's so fast, and I don't really want to come and make another pot here. Eh? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sounds like Kawaja has a bit
of
laryngitis as well.
Well, I was going to mention to the audio guy, be prepared. John has quite a set of lungs on him too. So.
Right in.
Yes, we heard Brad Height last night. By the way, we should mention that the Ryan team has turned down our request our offer, I guess, to wear microphones for this game, and it's something Pat has elected to do over the years. So, in case you're wondering, Pat is not wearing a mic.
Wow.
Pat's excuse before the game was that he had a little frog in his throat and
Get
didn't
out of
sound
town.
quite right.
Are you serious?
That's what he said. Yeah. We all, of
Don't
course, just
believe
kinda
him.
raised our eyebrows. But yeah. But it is kind of a tradition with Pat not to wear.
Well, that's fine, you know,
Did he s-
because they don't feel comfortable then.
Yeah, exactly. Did he say that with a straight face?
Yeah.
That's a great shot by
Kawaja.
Kawaja. He's just planted one right in there, buried it. Actually, it overcurled, but you can't get it from the out turn. It just won't come in there.
Only got to be a hair lighter, just a hair.
That's Ed Lukowicz saying he's got to be just a little bit lighter. This is his final stone. The third for Pat Ryan.
Looks like it's pretty fast already this morning. He hardly let that go.
Yeah.
Got the stopwatch there.
I didn't get a
Catch you
time on
next
it
time.
yet.
Yeah, hurry, hurry.
Eddie's got a
hurry.
good-looking shot
Oh,
here.
yeah, hurry. Oh my God, hurry, 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 hurry. Well,
May overcurl, huh?
Beautiful
Yeah.
shot, though. He's pretty close to being shot rock. Can we get another shot of the overhead there? Could be yellow. I don't know. What do you say? Get out of the
I'm
way,
not gonna
John.
guess.
Get out of the way, John.
You know, if John can't tell, I'm not going to be able to tell, but they're going to look at this one closely. I think red.
Yeah, now that I see it, red. That was a great shot by Ed
Oh.
Lukowicz.
What an all-star
First
team,
end.
I'll tell you. They've really assembled a team here. First end, he's got his draw weight down on a tricky sheet of ice on that end. They've obviously been watching it too. They had not played this ice, this particular sheet, and we know how it dives on that side of center line on the in-turn.
They might have played it in, was it?
Perhaps on the Friday?
Yes, I'm trying to think. That was too long ago.
No, on the Thursday. I'm thinking.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Friday was yesterday.
Yeah. What year is it?
Short of his. Yeah.
Now the curlers are still talking about that unique format for Curling International
25,
that we
I got
saw
on
on
the
Thursday.
scale, so I'll put her down.
I think he wants to put this just frozen up to Pat Ryan's rock there.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Line's good, yep.
Yep.
Three.
You know, I think he got a little further out.
He came well outside on this one.
Wow.
Well, it just might be
Wow.
a little stickier out there yet.
We're just going to let it go. Let her go.
They're still looking at those, trying to decide.
yeah, according to this, it is. Okay. According to my measurement, it is.
Yeah, I think it is
Red.
red.
Yeah, red has shot. We're guessing, but we have the
I
advantage of
think
the
we come in there, we
overhead.
might even
How's
come
the
right
eyes
here.
this morning?
Red.
I meant, do you see 4
Oh.
rocks or 5? Red.
Oh, yeah. Red. They are red.
Good answer.
Burtnick has a 1-0 lead over on sheet number 3 on Russ Howard. Pat Ryan now settling into a hack for his first skip stone. He's got the hammer in this first end.
The perpetually young-looking Pat Ryan.
Notice how Pat sort of stands up in the hack. I think he does that for his knees' sake.
Yeah.
Lot of room. Whoa,
He's trying to put this, I
Lot of room.
believe, just in the top 4.
whoa. How deep, how deep?
Not curling.
Oh.
Oh, did he set up a double there?
Yours was pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it moves good here.
Like seriously, all I need is any piece.
Yeah, on the inside, yeah. I threw normal too, Eddie.
Yep.
Actually, it worked out for Ed Werenich here that rock slipped just enough back.
Make sure we get at least half over, eh?
Yeah.
Slipped just enough back that if he hits it, and he can kind of shoot over and kiss that one sideways. So, unfortunately, it didn't stop the right place for Pat.
Oh, what are you wasting time for?
Ed,
out!
Time out.
What's the problem?
Stop!
Ed's asking for them to stop the clock.
Yeah, but why?
Ah, time out! Time out.
Nobody's listening. Well, they stopped it now.
They ran a minute off.
They run a minute off the clock, he says.
Handle?
They're looking at the handle. There's something wrong with Eddie's rock, I believe. Remember, I mentioned that they
His
had...
handle's busted.
Handle's loose.
His handle's busted.
Handle's
that's why.
loose. They need a-
Where's Tim Yo?
Yep.
Well, the officials are quickly
Don't
starting
put a minute
to...
back on it too.
Oh, Eddie wants another minute back on the clock.
When you guys saw that, you should have called it right away.
I was going timeout. Where is it?
Well,
can see
he
the
could
bird.
probably add about 20 seconds.
I don't think they'll be too fussy about that, would they?
Faulty rock handle, is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Just great.
If it got right down to it, it wouldn't be that big a deal, would it? I mean, they'd be, if Eddie was running into a time problem at the end of the game, I don't think they'd be too fussy about that.
I'm just waiting to see what happens when they count it down, if they're just going to hold the time.
You guys scream at them.
Yeah.
The volunteers, they don't know what's going on.
Easy, Eddie. Volunteers have been doing a great job.
I think, you know, because they said they put that insulation underneath the handles.
Right.
You know, maybe that.
He said it's busted, though.
Well, I think what it's
Must
just
be
loose.
Yeah. Get out the mallet here.
They're looking for Tim Yo. There he is. See him now.
Oh, hopefully they have an extra yellow rock here somewhere.
Well, I don't know.
They
if
won't have another. They won't use another rock.
No, they won't switch up the rocks. They'll
No.
just tighten the handle on it, I'm sure.
Right, the damage can't be too severe.
Oh, I think it's just loose. What's it look like to you there?
The timekeeper shit. We had the.
It looks normal to me. I mean, I can't tell what the situation is. I asked Ed, but happened to have my headset off at the moment that he made.
Timmy O's coming with the
comment.
ratchet here. He's got his little ratchet and he's going to socket wrench.
Not a big problem. They can
Not a
easily
big
tighten
deal.
those.
A little mechanical repair work going on.
Sometimes when they get hit so hard, they can loosen up.
Right, and it's being tightened up now.
There we go. Simple matter fixed up in no time.
To watch the clock when they finally resume play here.
Well,
they're
what
gonna-
they might do is just count down
Yeah.
20 seconds before they start it again or something. Let's refocus Eddie.
The clock's not running, so.
Whoa. It's got a curl here.
He's got a shot.
Oh, Rick, what a shot. Great shooting by Ed Werenich.
Okay. Moving back.
Just
Okay.
Now we know why they call him Eddie the Wrench, eh?
Hope
Here it
someone got a
comes.
photograph of that.
There it is. He's laying 4. Just absolutely perfect. And Pat Ryan has a tough shot. He's got a tough shot to get his 1 here.
So the final stone for Pat Ryan and end number 1. Looking at a pile of yellow stones there.
I'm not sure if he's just playing a tap back to give up. I don't know if he can hit that front one in the nose and count anything. I think he might be just giving up one here, trying to.
He'd be happy to give up one, I think, after what he's looking at here.
Looks like a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It's tap back stuff.
Whoa. Hurry. Okay. Shot.
He has tapped it back, and it's a steal of one, I believe, for Ed Werenich.
Well, that's a smart move. You don't want to try and draw and give up 4. I mean, giving up 1 is nothing.
The Werenich team is last year's champion of the inaugural West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic. The Werenich foursome is one of the teams that's dominated world curling over the last 20 years. Ed alone's appeared in 9 Briers over 3 decades. First time in '73, most recently in 1995. Werenich and Kawaja won 2 Briers, 2 World Championships in '83 and '90. Wow. They say the single most successful team on the cash circuit today, the Werenich team.
Neil Harrison. Other games, Burtnick has a 1-0 lead on Howard. Peters and Mada are scoreless. And it's Height 1-0 over Park.
Interesting note about the Pat Ryan team, Al and Cathy. Merv Bodnarchuk lives in Vancouver. Randy Furby lives here in Edmonton. Ed Lukowicz is in Calgary, and Pat Ryan lives in Kelowna. So,
what an all-star team.
Yeah, they come from all around.
Tight.
Furby played 3rd last year here for Kevin Martin, I believe.
Yeah, till I think the halfway point of the season.
Easy.
I don't think he finished the season with Martin.
No, it was actually before playdowns. They had a meeting and decided to switch it up, move Don Walchuk up to 3rd and Randy down to 2nd, and I believe Randy chose not to play that position, so that's when they went and picked up Sean Broda.
Right.
And it was a good move, I guess, because he made it all the way to the Canadian final. Just about won it.
Yep. Where there are a lot of good curlers around now.
It's a nice shot by Merv. I think I just wanted to keep that in the back of the house to use it, but still a good shot.
You know, I think of how fortunate the city of Edmonton is for, you know, having the opportunity to stage this event. You look at all the cities, the curling cities across Canada right now that really wish they could host even a national championship, and at that level they never get to see the kind of curling we're seeing here. Edmonton gets this every year. It's fantastic for curling fans in this area to be able to see this caliber every year now in this great event, the 1996 TELUS West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic.
Pretty big, too.
He's hitting and rolling out there.
Now, if they could just fill this building, all would be well.
I'm sure it'll
weekend.
come.
Yeah.
It's a little early yet. Anyone who's listening in the Edmonton area, there's lots of room to come down and watch here at the Ice Palace. Come watch your favorite curlers rinkside.
Chances are at least one of them will be here.
This rock is really curling. I don't know if he's by. No. We saw this a lot yesterday too.
We sure did.
That spot really curls. I think Eddie will just put a guard on this. Here's our favorite music.
Which means we're going to update all the games for you. Burtnick leading Howard 1-0. They're playing end number 3. Madon and Peters are scoreless. Height 1-0 over Park. And our game, Werenich leads Ryan 1-0. Pat Peru.
If he can get by, this would be a great shot coming in. If it can stop just in the top 4.
Good looking shot.
Nice rock.
Yeah.
That's Ed's style of game right there. He loves to play those come rounds. He's always mixing it up. Pat's going to try and run this guard straight back and try and kill a few stones. And this is the man to do it. He's famous for these run backs too, Randy Furby.
Throwing big weight.
He's really close. Just over curled, might get the back one.
Just wicks that back
Sweep
one,
it out.
and
Nope.
nobody's on it there. Rolls to the back of the house. He's got a biter there. 12 o'clock. Excuse me, 8 o'clock in the 12-foot ring. Other games. Height and Kevin Park. Doran Johnson there holding down the broom. This is the final stone for Kevin Park. In end number 2, he trails 1-0, and it looks like he's got the
just drawing for 2
counter here. He's looking to pick up 2. He's playing the out turn, and they're really working this one into the house. He's got to get a good chunk of the 8-foot there. He's really got to bring this one in. I think he's got the shot.
Nice work by the sweepers. They just pounded that all the way.
Kevin Park picks up 2 to go ahead 2-1 over Brad Height. Now Ed Lukowicz in the hack here.
This is a really tough shot. This is that straight spot, and you can only see just a corner of it. He's got to hope he just skinnies the top guard and has the right weight.
Now, one of Eddie Lukowicz's former teams, his 89-1990 team, holds the record that still stands for cash winning in a single season at $175,000.
Nice.
That is the record.
Nice rock by Ed Lukowicz, although he he is wide open. They can get a hit and roll.
Hack.
Pat Perot doesn't take any, or John Kawaja doesn't take any time in the hack.
Wow.
Kawaja with the in turn.
Try and roll it the other way.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Hey. I like just back ring. Yeah. Just one straw, wait. Just a draw. Okay, I'll just make sure I'm there.
Third Ed Lukowicz with his final stone.
Close. Yep. Hurry! Hurry, hurry! Only hurry, hurry! Whoa! Wow! Only over. Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Nice shot,
Sit,
Eddie.
guys. All swept.
Okay, good call. A little load on you. Yeah. Well.
Sounds like Ed's wearing a mic. Hey, Tim.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Ed's wearing a
Yeah.
mic.
Well, there you go. He's not shy.
Wow. Yep. Hey! Hard!
Werenich, is he
This
coming
is
inside with this one?
Really curling, but I think he's
Hard!
Kawaja yelling hard. Is he by the guard?
just skinny.
Opens up that red stone.
Tap it for the freeze, eh? Right here. Right.
I think if Pat taps
kinda
that
weight
front
there.
one, he's still only going to be laying one, though. Unless he gets a little inside, little roll to the outside there. He'll just use that for his last rock.
Pat Ryan with his first skip stone in end number 2.
Briar winner in 88 and 89. Of course, Randy Furby was a major part of that team.
Clean.
Briar favorite in 87
Clean.
here in Edmonton, but
No,
things just didn't work out for him.
No, right off, right off.
Ross Howard won that
There.
year. Here comes the shot.
He's got to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
a bit
come
more
on,
curling here. He might just knock his zone out. He did.
Ooh, that's not what he wanted to do. Not what he wanted to do.
That
and
had a lot more weight than I think he wanted.
Werenich's now shot.
He's got a guard, I think, or hit and roll in.
What if we throw right here?
Oh, I gotta go right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's yeah, you're right. Then well, no, we got to bite.
Leave him that shot. Eddie. I mean,
No,
I
he
throw
can
it-
he can make a crotch double there.
Oh.
I almost have to go here.
Oh, wait.
Well, we gotta play this anyway.
Why don't you just play that?
We gotta play that, yeah. Now, where do we put the room for this shot? Though?
You probably counted it not moving as much.
Like that?
Okay.
That's lots of ice.
Yeah. Eddie. We got to make sure we're buried too, eh?
Yeah.
Ed Werenich, one of the great
Shot, Ron,
personalities
we
in
want to take a chance
sport.
of him not making a double, we can throw the guard. Because we could lose 3 doing this.
Not just in curling, but in
We
sport.
could lose 3, and I think I got lots of ice because I'm paranoid about my first one.
I really enjoyed your interview with Ed at the start of this telecast.
He might be able to do it that way too, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun talking with him. Always is.
So he settles into the hack here for
That's
his
what I'm
final
afraid
skip
of.
stone in end number 2.
I'm concerned here. I had enough weight last time.
He's a little uncertain about this shot. He's lying 1.
Yep.
Whoa.
Right.
No!
Looks like lots of weight here.
No!
Yep.
No!
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes.
Who's going to win this argument?
Whoa!
That's 13-6. That should be behind the tee line. He's going to knock his own out.
Uh-oh. Definitely not what he wanted to hear. John Kawaja saying,
Doesn't do much, eh?
I
That's,
made a boo-boo.
that is a bad mistake there because anywhere short would have been better. Leaves Pat Ryan straight tap for 3.
I wonder what Eddie's going to say to John now. Nothing. Big opportunity here for Pat Ryan. Final skip stone and end number 2.
He'll probably come down with the same weight he had on his first shot.
Got an opportunity here to count 3.
Yeah, hurry!
In turn hit on the Werenich stone, back 4.
Looks fine.
Clean. Wow. Right off,
A little more curling it needs to do
Right
to
up.
hang on there.
It's not curling.
Shot.
There
That's
we
good.
go.
Nice shot, Pat.
Ryan picks up 3, and the crowd likes that as he takes a 3-1 lead on the wrench. We're back with more from the 1996 TELUS West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic right after this.
Take a look back every Wednesday night as Family Channel features the classic films that will put your senses into overdrive. What's coming up in November in the rearview mirror? Keep your eyes on the rearview mirror every Wednesday night on Family Channel, television you can trust.
Merv Bodnarchuk getting things going here down in end number 3 for Pat Ryan. Ryan with the 3-ender and 2. Couple of misses by both teams there with the last couple of stones. Favoring Pat Ryan, though, as Ryan comes through with the clutch shot with his final stone.
This is Mr. Moneyman. Merv Bodnarchuk.
Is Merv the franchise owner of the Anaheim Earthquake of the Curling International?
No, I believe Dale Saville. No, that's
Saville owns
no,
Edmonton.
Edmonton Freeze, right?
Yeah.
No, maybe he is.
Saville is, yeah.
I think Merv must be. I don't actually know all the franchise owners. I know the names of the teams and where they come from, but not a lot of the owners I don't have any names for. I would imagine Merv
You want to keep
to
that
be the
7,
owner.
right?
So you got the owner playing with the team in this case.
There, he's got a vested interest.
Yeah, the playing owner, or the playing
Same
coach.
weight's nice.
His official title is chairman and co-founder of Curling International.
Yeah. League administrator.
Yeah. Read.
Yeah, all the way. We'll go.
Trying to remember who Merv recruited last year to come play out, and I know you had Kevin Park playing with him, Eddie
Okay.
Lukowicz. I can't remember who the other person was on that team, but they didn't fare very well last year. They didn't make it out of their zone in BC.
Pat Perode.
Wow. Wow, lots of room. Yep. Wait only. Wow.
Needs it.
Of course, the Anaheim Earthquake are the Pat Ryan
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
members, Pat Ryan team. Here's Furby in the hack, ready to throw. Hall of Famer.
Can jam this one. He was the third on that famous Ryan Express rink that has done so well over the years. And now here they are playing each
Pull it
other.
back, eh?
needs it, Harry.
Come on.
Good shot.
Come on.
Not there.
Yeah, hard.
Sure.
Hard. It's curling. Come on.
Great
Go,
shot
big
here
shot.
by Pat Perot.
Come on, every inch.
That's tough having to draw away out there. Obviously a good shot over on sheet 1. I hope they've got some update later on for us on that.
Randy Furby and Pat Ryan trying to communicate from the extreme ends of the ice.
Let's go to another update right now. Live, this is Wayne Madaw and Vic Peters. 2-0 lead for Madaw. Peters has the hammer here coming down in end number 2. This is his final stone.
Looks like he's just playing a tap for 1 here.
Redstone sitting at the edge of the 4.
No, he does have another rock in there. It's for 2.
By the guard.
Great shot. Vic has been curling really well this year.
Picks up 2 to tie the game.
Well,
Just trying to stick a guard
need
on
some.
top of this one.
Yep.
It's really hanging out there.
Hard. Come on, every inch.
Jesus.
Well, he got a partial guard out of it. It's still half decent. I think Pat can still come in there and get the hit and roll behind the center.
Eddie Lukowicz now.
I like
Over
the
on
hit
sheet
and roll.
number 1, they've taken the bumpers off the
Or
end
even
boards
less.
there, knocked them back onto the walking area.
Okay.
There's a lot of curlers over on that sheet
Yeah.
that can throw them
Yeah.
hard.
Over throw it right through to 170th Street.
So anyone sitting behind that sheet, I'd watch out.
No, 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 no. No.
This is not curling.
No.
He might be on the center guard.
By
Just-
the first hit.
Just missed center guard. That,
Right through the hole.
I'm just not sure if that was the spot that they haven't seen a lot of and put the room in the wrong spot, or if Eddie threw that out.
Probably have to guard it, eh? I think we guard it, Eddie.
Let him have it.
He's got the hit and roll. I've got to guard it, I think. eh?
You don't want to leave him the same shot again, so yeah, I agree. Put a guard on that.
Go
What?
around.
How about we play this?
Pat Perot and Neil
What's wrong with
Harrison
the guard?
talking things over with John Kawaja. Kawaja wants to guard.
How about the guard?
Who's going to win that argument? We'll get right back to it.
I've seen John Kawaja win a lot of arguments against Eddie.
Howard and Burtnick. Final redstone coming in.
Just enough.
Yep.
Howard gets his 1.
Whoa, whoa. Well,
Whoa! Whoa!
yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
Nice guard.
Well, Kawaja wins that argument and makes the shot.
They're going to try and clean up some messes here by hitting the guard and trying to clear one or two in the house with it.
Ryan said something to Eddie there. Don't know what it was. Eddie got a good chuckle out of that. Here's Ed Lukowicz.
Bronze medalist, 88 Olympics.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
In turn,
Hey!
big weight.
Hey!
Is it over curled a bit? Oh, he's got one. That's a good shot. What do you do? Split the house at the back? Oh, he's going to play the raise.
Kawaja quick to let this one go.
Wow. Get up.
Tap that front one back.
He's got a lot of curling to do yet.
Into the ring.
Yeah, you have to.
Looks good now.
Whoa! Whoa!
Weight looks good.
Line's
Right on the other
close.
one.
It's going to tick.
Hard! Come on, go!
Nice
Take it.
shot.
Yeah,
Gotta
terrific
play the
shot.
raise
Just a
anyway. Boy.
terrific shot.
These guys can really curl.
So, are you going to go for it today and attempt to win the car, Cathy?
I haven't looked in my wallet to see if I have my $10 yet.
You mean curlers get to enter into this too?
Anyone can enter it.
Oh,
You want to come down, you don't even have to know how to curl. Just see if you can throw the rock onto the little sticker.
I've tried that before, and no, I can't.
It's like a lottery. 1 in a million probably chance.
Sure,
of
I might
trying
as well
it.
just take the $10 and just give it to them and say, well, I don't need to throw this rock.
All the money goes to charity, the Firefighters Burn Center. So it's a good cause anyways.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Here's the kind of shot that Pat Ryan loves to play.
He's close. He might get an inside roll yet.
Oh, nice shot, but
Jammed it.
yeah, he jammed it a bit, and of course Eddie hangs around there. He still has one in the back of rings. Eddie's just going to try and plant one into the top 8 now. Werenich has last rock.
Head curl. Can't hear more, eh? Or less, yeah, either one. But more, then we stay over there and you get it off this angle here because it was starting to roll that way. Head curl another hair. Okay, good shot.
Eddie's just going to.
So how about those Yankees?
Yankees?
Talking about the New York Yankees winning the World Series.
Oh. I thought you meant Tim Somerville.
Oh, yeah, well.
We saw them very shortly. They were here and gone.
I'm just kidding. Ed Werenich with his first stone, end number 3.
Room!
The old firefighter,
How's the weight?
Eddie Werenich.
Lots of room. Way out there.
This has got a lot of curling to do here. They're hoping
Don't
to
even touch it.
just bite the top ring so that Pat can't get a hit and roll. No. No.
Not what he wanted.
No.
Wanted that to curl
Leaves
a
him
lot more in behind.
Leaves him a double or
Oh, and then Pat doesn't miss these.
he might even be able to get in. I can't see if he's got a lot of room there to get a hit and roll in
This is
quietly.
It's the kind of shot that Pat loves to
What
play.
we should do is just play it absolutely dead on and then call it when it's getting close, eh? Okay.
It's playing the hit and roll as far as I can see.
There isn't a whole lot of air there. I'm going to play a double.
Yeah, I like it.
That's the same thing I just had. The ice I had.
Yep, that's absolutely what you had right there.
Okay, well, he's changed his mind. I think he's saying there's not enough room to get the roll, so he's just going to play the double.
Of course, the loser of this game is not out of it. They just fall down and try to qualify to the championship side once again. We'll play this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
You can see Pat Ryan, one of the few skips or players who likes to use the corn broom for balance on the throw or marking the shots.
Here's the shot. In turn.
Hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Oh.
Didn't get enough of the back one.
Kissed it. It was a great try by Pat. Leaves Eddie a draw for 2 to tie the game here.
Werenich also sporting the corn.
You see a lot of the players throwing with them. They don't use them to sweep with.
Martin used to like using one to contribute a little debris to the house, did he not?
Mm-hmm. We see the rule since the rule change that you must declare your broom to sweep with at the beginning of the game. In most games that are supervised, most of them have stuck with their hammer brooms or push brooms instead of the straw because it's pretty tough to stay with the corn broom the whole game. And
Werenich with the opportunity here to pick up 2, and he brings it into the house. He's got a good shot. And this game is all tied up. Used to be you brought out the corn to get things a little swingier.
Right, and
into the house.
When you're down in points, just mix it up.
Yeah.
So now they've changed that rule, so they can't do that anymore.
Swingier. Is that a word?
Swingier? Swingier.
Swingier.
It's
a curling term.
Swingy.
We all know what it means.
It's in my vocabulary.
Sure. It's got to be in a curling dictionary somewhere. We got some percentages coming up here after 3 ends of play. Pat Ryan curling at 75%. There you see our crowd this morning. A few seats still available. Come on down. Ed Werenich curling at 63%. Kawaja 92%. Perot 88%. Harrison 67%. Randy Furby's only curling at 46% after 3 ends of play.
Now that's surprising. Randy's usually a pretty strong player. I'm sure he'll pick that up though. Neil Harrison, one of the best leads in the country here we're watching. Wealth of experience behind him.
You think you had there? You think you had lots?
I don't like that 8 rock.
No, I was saying I think we might have to regroup these rocks here. Do you want Patty's too?
I was surprised as hell. I like the 7 rock.
Merv Bodnerchuk's shot.
I see Eddie and John are just talking about rocks there. Looks like they'll be changing it up a bit because there's some problems with the number 8 rock. They're not saying what yet, but
Just doesn't like it. He wants to switch it up a bit.
well, you never want to wait too long if you're not happy with your rocks because it just by the time you get rid of them, it might be too late.
Wow.
Check out some of the action so far this morning. A 1-1 tie. Howard and Burtnick. Wayne Maddaw and Vic Peters 2-2 tie. Kevin Park has a 3-1 lead now after a steal of 1 in the third end. And our game is all tied up at 3.
Bodnerchuk's second shot.
Yeah. Shot.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Ed Lukowicz play anything but skip. So this is...
It's strange, isn't it?
A lot of old skips in this team, in the Ryan team.
Oh, definitely.
Furby skipped a team at the major level for a season or two, did he not?
Yeah, after he left, wasn't
Right.
that after Pat moved to BC?
Right.
After Ryan, yeah.
And he skipped in the mixed. He lost in the final. A guy beat him on a...
Wow.
Makes a double to win the game against Randy Furby and his team. Pat Ryan actually played second for him that game.
Wow, never.
Werenich laying up the guard.
And I believe they had their 2 wives playing for them. Penny Ryan and Wendy Furby, formerly Wendy Bain.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is really tight to the guard. I think he's racked here. Well, he's
Okay.
opened it
That's
up
all right.
anyways.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a train going behind us here, Al.
What time is
Wow.
it? 10 o'clock. You know what that sound is? That's the
good.
familiar
Wow.
sound of all the stores opening their
Wow.
collapsible doors.
Oh, that's what it is.
Clean it.
You would know.
There you go. I'm glad I'm good for something here. So I know if you haven't
Take
been
him
in the
out
mall,
more.
you
I
would
gave him
never
more.
recognize that.
And he got out to the broom. It's the weight this time.
All in
He
unison.
stops.
Well, that was Kevin Park, you may have heard in the background on sheet 1.
Just gave up a steal of 1
like
trying to
guard.
come through a mini port. So their game is 3-2, Kevin Park leading.
Randy Furby.
And you could hear the strains of Russ Howard in there too. And
Oh, Randy has...
He threw this one out.
Yeah, put this one out a bit, and it's not curling.
Not gonna shoot.
Good enough.
Try. Ah, son of a gun.
What are we playing? Tap.
John Kawaja. Nice smooth
Wow.
delivery. He's sure got the shots up his sleeve for Eddie. They've made a great pair over the years, those two.
Yep. Whoa.
Sometimes I wonder who the skip
Right on,
really is
right
on
on.
that team.
Whoa.
Never. Yep.
John Kawaja calls a lot of the shots.
They're brutally honest with each other. though,
Oh,
aren't
I
they?
know. Brutally honest, that's a good term.
They are.
Brutally honest.
They don't hold back.
No. I'll have to tell that to Heather, my third. Heather, we have to be brutally honest.
Sure.
Brutally honest with each other from now on.
how are the gals doing in Drayton Valley?
I haven't heard. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for them. Anyone who's out in that area, the Drayton Valley area, they have their big fall classic on right now. With 24 men's teams and 8 women's teams, probably some of the best in northern Alberta out there playing. So if you have a chance to go out to Drayton or in that area, go and have a look and see how the curling's going.
Wow.
Kawaja.
No.
Wow.
No. Jesus.
He might be able to come in off his own here. Gets enough of this red one. Just about. Leaves Pat Ryan to draw around the corner here.
don't know if we can get behind the red one. Oh, I don't know
Kawaja
if
not
there is
happy about that.
much out there. Quick, eh?
Lukovic.
Plenty of weight.
Yeah, that looks like he's got enough there for sure.
Lots
And
of
back.
weight. Close. Well,
Coming down to perfect here. 14 seconds should be just about T-line.
Yeah, yeah, right back, all the way back. Hurry, all the way back, all the way back. Right up, right up, right up.
It was nice weight. It just didn't want to curl. I think he kind of just
that
threw
much,
it
eh?
there.
I think so. Well, you got to curl that much.
Werenich going back for his first skip stone and then number 4. We're on our next sheet. Carrie Burtnick about to play his final stone.
That Wayne Madaw's team plays so fast. They are already on N6.
Big opportunity here for Carrie Burtnick as we watch Ed Werenich play his out turn.
Oh, he threw that little inside out, but he should get a piece of it.
Throwing a lot of weight at this one, isn't he?
Inside out means they're coming a little tight and then they put it back to the broom, which makes it run straighter.
Applauding Carrie Burtnick. I don't know if he picked up 3 or 4 over there.
Yeah, it looked like 3 to me too. Over Russ Howard. That'd bring their score to 4-1.
We'll get you a replay of Carrie Burtnick's shot right after we watch Pat Ryan play the out turn draw.
Hurry, guys.
Good.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Right up higher, hurry.
Is he by the guard?
I think so. Just.
Oh, got a bit of room too.
Nice shot, Pat. In front of the T-line yet. It's a great shot. Eddie's going to follow him down and just.
Well, it was 4 for Carrie Burtnick, and here's how it happened. Burtnick coming in here on the in turn, pretty wide open in front of the house there, and you see the 3 yellow stones already sitting in the house. Burtnick taking advantage of his opportunity there, bumping off his own, picking up 4 to take a large lead on Russ Howard. He's up now by a count of 5-1. Final stone for Ed Werenich. And this the 4th end.
Tight. Hard. Yep.
Trying the same shot that Pat Ryan had previously.
They're going to go hard. This is really curling here.
Oh, he's on the guard.
Not yet.
He's on the guard. He's on the guard.
No.
He's on the guard.
No,
he's not. He's well by the guard. What a shot.
Nice shot.
It's a great job, and Pat still has a pretty well wide open hit for 2 here. He was a little tight and his weight was a little heavy, so it just bounced him right open. But they had to sweep it to get it by.
Cream and sugar, double for me, please. Thank you. 1 rock to come. Pat Ryan goes back in a 3-3 tie. Opportunity here to pick up 2.
Like curling fans have experienced some magnificent curling here over the last few days.
You know, with fast Eddie Lukowich playing with Pat Ryan and Randy Ferbey now, I wonder if we can call it the fast Ryan Express. Is it faster?
Faster. Oh.
Keep you smiling this morning.
Playing that straight turn.
Clean. Hurry! Hurry!
This should
Clean.
just stay right there. Nice shooting by Pat Ryan for his deuce to go up 5-3 after 4 ends of play.
He's sharp this morning. We have another update for you. 3-3 tie, Heighton Park, 4-2 for Madaw over Peters, 5-1 for Burtnick over Howard, and our game's 3-3. Back with more right after this.
When you feel like a movie.
Houston, we have a problem.
You'll find your top movie choices are as close as your phone. Now, for a surprisingly low price, enjoy the movie of your choice in your own home when you want it. Only on Viewer's Choice Pay-Per-View. Turn to the Pay-Per-View Preview channel for titles and start times. Then call your cable company when you feel like a movie.
Al Nagy's Pretzel Twister is a proud sponsor of the West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic. Located on the mall's lower level next to the Ice Palace, the Pretzel Twister serves fresh-baked, soft gourmet pretzels in 6 different flavors. Quench your thirst with fresh-squeezed lemonade or fat-free Flying Fantasy fruit shakes. Snack food that's nutritious. That's a nice twist.
Our producer Ken Seller, multi-talented. He's a voice man, an announcer, he's a director, he's Mr. Everything.
Mr. Commercial Man.
Mr. Commercial Man.
Ed Werenich's going to be throwing up the corner guards here. Merv Bondarchuk slipped to the back house, so gives Eddie a chance to get something going.
Come on. Too long.
I figured it out.
Merv Bondarchuk.
How'd you like to see? How'd you like to have Randy Ferbey and Ed Lukowich doing your sweeping? Wow.
there. Come on.
Or brushing, if you prefer.
You can go this way.
Neil Harrison's rock.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
wrench.
Hard.
Nah, we're not.
Hard.
I'm going to just
Whoa,
tick this
whoa.
and maybe roll behind his
Your way,
own.
Pat. Hard.
Hey, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Keep going.
Well, it turned out
Yeah,
good for them.
that worked out.
Not really what they called, but plan B.
Perot brings it back behind cover. Randy Ferbey going after that front one. Perhaps run it back.
Yeah, stay on it.
Major velocity on that throw. One of the hardest throws we've seen this weekend.
What's amazing, and when I watch a lot of these guys throwing that weight, is they seem to have really good control over it. And they make a lot of shots with locomotion weight. I'm not sure how much sweeping does with those kind of rocks. You'll probably only get 10 little sweeps in there before it's hit the other stone.
Rum.
What a beauty if you can get the... Whoa, whoa.
They
Nice
worked it hard to bring it in there.
Good sweeping. Pat's just trying to figure out if he can get that out without jamming it back. He's gonna scoot it through the middle.
Randy, on any Super League teams on the side? Cathy?
Yep.
I'm just trying to think.
Oh, okay.
I think he's sparing. Nice shot, Randy.
Eddie, you want to tap the top one back?
Hey?
You want to tap the top one back?
Then he's just going to run the double.
No.
I love listening to those guys. It's great.
Well, you know, they seem to talk through the situations and figure out exactly, you know, what it is they want to call. So.
Yep.
Pat Trout second stall.
Lots.
Yeah!
Lots. Lots.
Hard.
Lots still.
Whoa. Ready? Yep. Okay, hard now. Way over here. Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go.
He's dead. He can't go anymore.
The Werenich team plays out of the Churchill Curling Club in Churchill, Ontario, about an hour north of Toronto.
I kind of want to hit the other one. But I guess, oh, we couldn't get them both, eh? Okay.
Yeah, they're lined up that if you hit this one hard, it can go all the way across the house here.
Out turn.
Peel weight he wants.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
He's close.
Hey!
Oh, he's got a little roll.
(5-3) the score in this game. Ryan over Werenich. Ryan and Lukowicz teaming up here. 5-1 Burtnick leading Howard. It's 4-2 for Medal over Peters this morning.
John.
3-3 tie. Here's Kawaja.
He's going to play this quietly.
Yep.
Tap it back, keep some rocks in play at the back of the house.
Yep. Hard!
This is really curling on him.
Quick! Hard! Wow!
He's fine.
Whoa!
Very nice shot. John has certainly got his weight.
Hey.
Kawaja curling 92% after 3 ends of play.
That sure makes this skip's job a lot easier when you've got a third curling in the 90s.
Ed Lukowicz.
Hey! Hey!
Going after that
Yeah.
Werenich stone.
Could get a double here, maybe.
He does.
Oh, nice shot.
Crowd likes that.
Eddie laying 4 after that. But Ed Werenich has lots of rocks to come back to. So I don't think he's really too concerned.
How do they do that?
Oh, they've got those angles down. It's impressive.
Wow.
Here's Kawaja
Wait,
now.
Ole.
Right off. Wow,
His second stone.
Seems to have plenty of weight. Plenty of weight.
Whoa! Whoa!
Look at this. You can't ask for a better shot than that either. That John Kawaja just nailing those freezes.
Playing well.
Right in that beak, eh?
feel that they can hit this one right on the nose. It should scoot out past that other one sitting center line back 12. It should miss that too.
Pat wants more ice. His first skip stone.
A little more. Okay. Go a little more. Yeah.
Ryan.
Wow. No. Wow.
Hit it.
Look at this.
Yep, hit it exactly where he wanted.
Perfect shot by Pat Ryan. He's got a deadly hit. One of the best hitters in the country, for sure.
Freeze here?
I think we've got to try and get something buried here, Eddie.
Then let's
Freezing.
Let's
We're
throw the draw then.
pulling our wire trying to freeze it. I like the hit and roll. It's the easiest way to get in there.
Nah. It's not the easiest way. I don't agree with that. I think the draw is the easiest way. Pat's right there.
You've seen a lot of draws come down here, and it does move, so if Eddie can get one half buried in here, at least might have a chance for a deuce.
Oh, shit in the ice.
Pretty easy to forget you're wearing a microphone.
I wonder if they'll be that forgetful on national television today. And tomorrow.
I don't think they really think about it, you know what?
No, I'm sure they forget all about it.
Wow. Wow.
It's got a lot of
Wait only.
room here to move. Starting to come now. A lot of weight though, that's the problem. It's gonna go out the back door. Oh boy. Pat's still laying at least 3, maybe 4.
Let's check out the overhead shot in this end here. See what it looks like from up top. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Back ones are hard to say. I think Pat.
Maybe 4. You might be right. Ah, tough call. Tough call. Werenich is going to have to come up with a clutch shot here. And with his final stone as Pat Ryan settles into the hack. Ryan has a 5-3 lead. And Lukowicz is giving him ice. Middle 8-foot on this in turn.
That's where I missed the call, Al. What's he doing? Tapping this up?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Hurry. 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 Come on, guys. Right up. Hurry.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Coming in a little light, isn't he? Oh, he's got a good shot.
Okay. Good shot.
Well,
Yep.
just biting half the H. Eddie's just got to draw to the 4-foot to get out of this end. He's looking at 4 or 5.
Eddie's missed a few shots here this morning. It's time for him to pull up his socks. Ed Werenick's final stone, end number 5. Trailing 5-3 He's got to get one here. Draw to the 4-foot.
Yep.
Taking ice just
Yeah!
outside the 4.
Oh, they got to go on this one.
We know it doesn't curl back very much from that out turn on that side of center. His weight is everything here, and the boys are going to have to work hard to bring this one in, and now it's coming.
There goes the no-hitter.
It looked like that was going to just die a little bit for some reason, but they just swept that well all the way.
We're back with more right after this.
When watching Family Channel, you are watching television you can trust without commercial interruption. We have exclusive Disney series,
Hey everybody, look out for the Mickey Mouse Club.
music specials, and family movies that can only be seen on Family Channel.
We wouldn't leave without him.
We have to leave. That's final.
And there is never any nudity, swearing, or gratuitous violence. At Family Channel, we know everyone in your family likes to watch something different. So we show our programs at special times during the day when preschoolers,
Busy World with Richard Scarry,
kids, families, and adults are most likely to be watching. In fact, 43% of our viewers are adults only. You don't have to have kids to enjoy Family Channel. Family Channel is television you can trust.
Now we're joined by Ed Lukowich from the Pat Ryan team. Ed, all you guys on the rink are from different parts of Western Canada. You live in different parts of the West. You get together only for major cash spills and the like?
We play in a league in Vancouver every Monday night, and so we've been playing there all year, and we play the cash spiels together.
You guys are flying from Edmonton and Calgary to Vancouver for that?
Yeah, well, I've been working in Vancouver quite a bit for the last 2 years, and Randy Furby's working there now, and Pat lives in Kelowna and does some work in Vancouver as well, so it works well for us.
Good. This is an all-star lineup. What's the chemistry like between you fellas?
We've had a really great year together. Pat's crew just phenomenal. I've struggled a little bit with the third position, having not played it for 20 years, and so it's slowly coming back to me and starting to play a little better.
Enjoy sweeping?
Well, yeah, I've always enjoyed the physical part of the game, and even when I played in the Brier in 1978 and 1983 with Mike Chernoff, he called the game and I threw last rocks, and I was one of the sweepers. So I've enjoyed that part of it too. So I don't mind the sweeping.
Ed, you're one of the innovators for Curling International. The new rules and the like, largely due to you. Talk a little about how the players have been receiving the competition within that rule format.
Well, the Curling International tournament we had here on Thursday was fantastic, with 4 neutral rocks in play to start off every end. No longer does the lead in curling have to throw the first guard or set the table for the end. They can just get right at it and start drawing into the 4-footer, play any strategy basically that they want. And then with the addition of a 2-point button, it really made for interesting play, and the players really enjoyed it.
All right, thanks for joining us, Ed. Good luck the rest of the way. It's Ed Lukowich. We return to the action.
I wonder if Ed has heard about our term, the 2-point shot rock. I think he'd be proud of that one, wouldn't he?
I know, we had a few of them there, didn't we?
Yeah. He called it the 2-point button.
Laying 1, counting 2.
Line 1, counting 2, yeah, and the 2-point shot rock. We got to get in the tapes of that, maybe. Of course, Eddie, the inventor, the creator of the new rules.
Mm-hmm. He's done a lot of work in trying to promote the game of curling across the country in different fashion, and he's doing a good job of it. I think all the curlers appreciate his innovations.
Yeah, I was going to say innovations. It sounds like he's quite proud of it. So,
you know, I'm not even sure who came up with the idea of the free guard zone. I'd like to find out who was the innovator of that rule, because I really think that's brought a lot to the game.
Is that the 8 rock?
that was probably a committee decision. So the pressure from a large majority of the curling fraternity, I think.
Right, but you know, there's always somebody who has to have the first thoughts of it.
And it's there all by itself. So the big fella don't have his weight this morning.
Whoops, Mervs is slipping to the back, maybe out the house, yes.
Oh. Stop. Yep.
Could be quick this morning. Remember how we talked about the morning draws being quite fast?
Was that Ed that made that comment about Murph?
Yeah.
Yeah, that big fella doesn't have his weight this morning. Sounded like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. All right.
Neil Harrison.
All right.
Nope. Just a little tick there.
Ryan has the hammer in this end.
He'll play the hit and roll, try and squirt one behind the center guard. Looks like it's going to roll out, maybe even.
It's too bad. I actually.
I see Kevin Park and Brad Height are all tied up after 5 ends of play, 3-all. Wayne Madaw is leading Vic Peters by a score of 4-2 after 6 ends.
Howard blanked the 6th end in his match. He trails 5-1. There, and that's of course another battle of the undefeateds.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ton of room, Harry.
Ton of room.
And lots of weight.
Carrie Burtnick leading the way there.
Just to wait now.
It's obviously his nickname for.
Come on, you got to get it back here.
It's back there by itself, Eddie.
No, that's not a good thing.
Neil Harrison, they call him Harry. Randy Furby's curling 58% after 5 ends of play.
Yep.
Other side of the coin, Perot is curling 80% for Ed Werenich. I think the big difference after 5 ends of play right here, the skips.
Right up. Good shot.
Pat Ryan curling 80%, and Werenich's missed a couple of big shots. He's curling 65% so far after 5 ends.
High man on the pole is John Kawaja at 90%.
And we're updating all the games for you right now. There you see the line scores. Burtnick leading Howard. Madaw over Peters. A Burtnick and Howard match. Of course, the other championship qualifier. Height and Park are tied. And our game is 5-4 for Ryan. Pat picking up that 3-ender in the second. After a couple of misses by Ed Werenich.
Yeah, I did that on that damn tap I gave him too. I've been there. You and I got a lot of problems.
Eddie, the first one to admit he's struggling. Here's Furby's shot. Oh, got a bit of an inside roll.
Yep. 3. All right. Hooray! Whoa, whoa!
Kawaja not happy with that result either. One rock to come over on sheet number 1. Brad Height and Kevin Park. And Park is about to play his shot in a 3-3 tie as we look at Ed Lukowicz.
I'll let you know how Kevin does because he's hitting to lay a 3.
Close. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What kind of a roll is he going to get here? Nose hit. And now Ryan lies 2.
Well, Kevin Park just gave up a steal of 1 instead of getting 3 out of that.
Wow.
Kawaja quick to come out of the hack. He gets the nose hit. Once again, good morning from the fabulous West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace in the 1996 TELUS West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic. Al Nagy with Cathy Borst and Tim Dancy. Good crowd here this morning to watch some outstanding curling. Still some seats available. Come on down and check it out. Can't beat this for outstanding curling action. Another draw later on today, 2 o'clock and 7 tonight.
Hurry! 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 Whoa!
Rolling all the way across the house with a shooter.
Is he going to hang on for... No. He didn't get second out of that. They might be able to use that.
Let's update some of the other action as these guys try to figure out what's up. This is Russ Howard against Carrie Burtnick. Howard's final stone, and he's looking at some backing there, and the Burtnick stone sitting in the right on the button. This is a chance for 2. Well, just 1, I think. Just one, yeah. Just 1. So Howard really trying to fight back in this one. He blanked in number 6. Number 7, he picks up 1. Narrows the gap, but he wanted a lot more than that. Things not going Russ Howard's way against Carrie Burtnick.
Bit of a guess here. I think it'll curl all day, so. Yeah.
Werenich just trying to hit this one probably on the nose. Could get a flop behind that guard even.
Wow. Wow.
He was a little inside out on that shot. Just be careful he doesn't jam it on the back.
Yep. Yep.
It's fine.
With aboard weight, we could crack the double, eh?
Well, you know what Eddie's thinking. Shots there.
Which Eddie?
Yeah. Fast Eddie. Cool hand Luke.
He sure has a lot of nicknames, doesn't he?
Yeah. Pat Ryan here. It's his first stone.
Clean, yeah. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Hurry! Hurry! All they got, hurry! Hurry!
He's close to making this double. Oh, just by an inch. Nice try for Pat Ryan, but he's still laying shot rock. Eddie has to hit and roll behind this corner guard.
Right, on it. I know, that's what I'm saying. We don't even try to break it. Let's roll that way if we want to roll in.
Yeah, I don't want to get too stupid.
So this is where the swing is?
No, no. There's more swing there, I think, than there is here.
What a gorgeous morning it was out this morning, wasn't it?
I couldn't believe it.
It was very
Yeah,
warm.
it was
I don't know
very-
what the temperature was.
shocked. I was shocked. Could have left the car outside last night. There wouldn't have been any frost on it.
Compared to a week ago.
It's going to cool off tomorrow, though.
Ed Werenich with his final skip stone.
He's got this right on the nose.
Oh, we got a problem.
Oh, he's left him another chance for this double.
He's got to get what? Got the outside quarter of that front rock.
Yeah, he's got to hit probably 3/4 of that.
Yep.
It's almost identical to this first shot. You don't want to leave Pat Ryan the same shot.
Missed it by about an inch with his first stone. Ryan leads 5-4. He's got a biter over there on the 12-foot.
Clean.
Whoa, this is a little further out.
Right off. Right off. Never.
He's got to make sure he gets
No.
his one here.
Still hanging.
Has he flashed everything?
Oh.
Oh, that
You
hurts.
don't see that too often. And a steal.
Of 2.
A big steal of 2 for Ed Werenich. Turnaround. You don't see Ryan do that.
No, I think
that's a surprise.
he might have put that out just a little bit, and just there is a straight spot over there.
Geez, Ryan, you know, you might see him miss on a draw or something, a soft draw, but rarely does Pat Ryan miss those kind of shots, and it's throwing Eddie right back into the game, and not that he was ever out of it, but he's now out in front.
Now a 6-4 Werenich lead.
6-5.
That's right.
It's okay. We know you can count.
I know the difference between a 5 and a 4. Though it might not sound like.
Werenich stole in the first end. Had a deuce in the third, picked up 1 and 5, and then stole here in the 6th as we start end number 7. Neil Harrison coming out of the hat.
Actually, this game's gone by fairly quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, after the slight delay we had when Eddie's rock had to be tightened up a bit there by
The wrench needed a wrench.
the wrench needed, looking for a wrench, and he got one.
Yep. Easy, 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 easy. Come on, at least full 8.
They're well within their game clock.
They won't have a problem at all, I
No.
can tell you right now.
Pebble there.
You know what? I'm looking across the board, and that's the only clock going is there today. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because it's a TV game.
Time standing still. Bodner checks rock.
Well, he has his weight this time. They wanted the corner.
Harrison second stone.
He's just going to put one right down on top of this other one.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Just clean him through the knee pass.
Clean it. Clean it. Yep.
Yours?
Wow. Wow.
Hard.
All the way. All the way.
Just didn't pull up to the guard, so Pat can still get to this. This is the swing turn here. Just wants to play it quietly, tap it to the back ring.
Bodner checks second stone.
You got to work this one. This could be on the guard here. And it is. Weight looked pretty close, but he just might have got that one started a bit.
Raise the opposition in.
I think that one's good enough. We can throw the guard here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, put a tight guard on that.
Perot curling 80% after 5 ends.
Yeah, no higher than halfway because he's running the red one here. He runs the red one.
His first stone for Ed Werenich.
Well, a lot of room. Okay.
Okay.
Where is it?
More than halfway.
Whoa.
About halfway.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, that died.
All right.
It did.
Oops, sorry.
It's a good shot because he's covering some of that red one too.
Oh, straight back. Get that red one back there.
Eddie talking earlier about a lot of junk being on the ice. He didn't exactly use those terms, but we haven't seen a lot of rocks picking up junk at all this weekend. You know, everything's been running fairly clean.
Yeah, just a couple early in that international game. That's about it.
Though last night the ice was getting a little frosty and had slowed down quite a bit, as several of the players had outlined.
That might come into play once the people start piling in for the next couple games. You know, the warmer it gets in here, the humidity will build up the frost on the sheet.
Outside sheets for sure.
The extensive use of the sheets over a period of 14 or 16 hours, I think, contributes too, doesn't it?
Well, they shave it down. It's more, I think, temperature than anything. Although I'm not an expert in this.
No, but last year, remember, as we look at Perot's shot coming in last year, that was one of the problems that they had, is when all the people came in for that morning draw, it raised the temperature 20 degrees. The air temperature in here.
That much?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tim Yoa's done a great job on the ice this year. That all the teams seem to be pretty happy with it, and got some great shot making going on. So obviously it's got to be decent.
Randy Furby.
This one might be back onto the red. Let's see what happens. Well, got rid of it anyways.
Open things up out in front of the house.
That was a triple peel, I think.
Werenich lying too. John Kawaja, his first stone.
Just playing a tight guard again. Line looks good. Actually, it's over curling. What happened to this one?
Let's listen to Eddie and John.
But Harry throws him wide too. I gave you about this much less ice than Harry.
You gotta need more ice in here.
Okay. I thought you were a little tight early. Or I thought you were out, and then I thought it was tight. Curled early,
I
John.
love listening to those guys. Hey, they're great. They've been together a long time. I remember now, gosh, going back, I think we're going back to about 1980. Is that far back? They wasn't Paul Savage in the rink then. Kawaja was playing lead at the time.
You're dating yourself
yeah, I'm
again.
dating myself, but yeah, that's Kawaja was playing lead. He was a quiet young man. He didn't have a lot to say to Skip.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Nice shot by Eddie.
And they're shaking hands over on our next sheet, as Carrie Burtnick has defeated Russ Howard in only 8 ends. So Carrie Burtnick has $10,000 in his jeans already.
That's your #1 pick, isn't it?
It is. Thank you very much.
Stop there. That's no good.
Very kind of you. And I have $5 in my jeans. No.
Not yet. Not yet.
5 of Cathy's
Go, Eddie,
dollars.
go.
All right.
Don't overthrow it.
So Burtnick is qualifying listed down as qualifier number 2.
Ready? Wow!
This is that spot that runs very straight.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just wants to pick Ryan's rock out of there. It's a good shot. Leaves Ryan the hit and roll behind the center.
Little hit and roll behind would be nice. Same weight? Or, okay, a little more weight.
Just have to, again, bring up the point that those who are watching who may never have curled, just how difficult it is to do this stuff right. Even the great players, obviously, aren't 100% all the time with this. There's so many intangibles, largely ice surface.
Wow! Clean! Whoa!
He's close to making a really good roll here. No, it's going to run on him. Just does not curl, and that's what. You know, I forget how difficult it is, and because I was working with some juniors there last weekend in St. Albert, and they're just the little rockers starting out, and it's a lot of fun to see how these guys start out. I remember that's how I started.
Eddie, you want to play this one?
What?
Well, when you have the natural talent, you sometimes overlook how difficult this game is.
Yes, right. Some days things are working for you, some days they're not.
Just the concepts of throwing the rock in or out turn or hitting the mark, very difficult to achieve. So lots of time.
Here's Eddie Werenich.
Wow. 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 Yep. Wow. Yep. High. High.
Oh, this is curling a bit.
Whoa.
He's going to get that inside roll.
Oh, that backed up. You know, that really did. If you watch that shot coming down, it was for sure going to get the roll, and then it just backed right into the rock. This almost looks like too much ice. He must be playing it very quietly.
Pat Ryan ready to throw his first skip rock of the 7th end.
I'd say no more than board weight for this, where he's got the broom.
.65 Werenich ahead of Pat Ryan in the 7th end.
Ryan with his first skip stone.
Oh, easy.
It's about board weight.
See if this one runs back, falls away again.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nice weight, Pat. Good controlled weight on that. Eddie's got to get an inside roll here.
It should straighten, right?
I think the run's right in there.
Well, all the big swing is at the end here, so we got to play this straight. We got lots of room.
Yeah.
He's right. All the big swings on the in turn.
It's Wayne Madaw over there making a raised takeout for 3. Vic Peters has got last rock that end. Score is 5-3 for Wayne Madaw.
Wow, I know this is going to be a nose hit, but what are you going to do? It's going to end up with a nose hit.
Burtnick defeated Russ Howard.
Listen to Eddie. Knows it's going to be a nose hit. Or I just take a little less ice.
Well, I was just going to say that you can't go down there saying that.
No.
Wow. Heavy.
Unless he's just going to throw it inside intentionally.
All right off.
Yeah. See, it's going to fade away right here.
It's going to roll out.
No, it's not a nose hit. He rolls outside.
He still shot rock, so Pat has to play it. Get his nose hit for a deuce to go back up 1.
Well, Ryan looking to redeem himself here a little bit after his miss last end.
Pat has quite a routine in the hack, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He'll clean his slider. There, see? Little clean of the slider. Pull up the pants.
Let her rip.
Clean. Yeah. Yeah. Clean. Clean. Clean.
Sounds good for
He's
two.
got a good shot. Pat Ryan comes up with the outturn takeout. Picks up two. Back out in front by a count of 7-6. We're back with more from the big mall in the West End after this.
In case you hadn't noticed, Sega Channel has arrived, and with up to 50 games a month, you can enjoy unlimited play for less than the cost of a lousy seat at the opera. And what do you got to say to that? Thought so.
Al Nagy's Pretzel Twister is a proud sponsor of the West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic. Located on the mall's lower level next to the Ice Palace, the Pretzel Twister serves fresh-baked, soft gourmet pretzels in 6 different flavors. Quench your thirst with fresh-squeezed lemonade or fat-free Flying Fantasy fruit shakes. Snack food that's nutritious. That's a nice twist.
Going to our update game here. Madaw against Peters. This is Madaw's final skip stone. There's one more rock to come. Peters has the hammer, and Madaw is playing. He's got one lying in the 4-foot, guarded already. Just laying one up front here, I believe. Is he going to bring it in?
Probably top 12 anyways. Vic's just got a straight draw for one, I think. Unless he's trying to raise something out front.
Might have a little discussion about this one, huh? It's hard to see from our vantage point here what angle he has on that one.
Well, if he hits that one straight back onto his own, I think he can get his 2. No, they don't want to try and chance it. The game is close. If you don't make it, give an up point or 2. So he'll just try to draw to the 4-foot to get his 1 and be behind 1 then going into the 8th end, I believe.
You know, the more Peters curls on this ice, the stronger he may become. He's got a really strong rink, and you know, as we know, he didn't have that advantage against Carrie Burtnick in the very opening draw, and that resulted in a loss to Burtnick, and Burtnick had played on Thursday. Here's Peters with his final stone.
Oh, this is the 9th end, excuse me.
Peters down by a count of 5-3. Being forced here to pick up 1. He's got to get it full 4. Coming around that front guard. Looks like he's by with plenty of room. It's just a weight shot now for him. Very good shot. So he now trails by 1 as they are coming home. And it is Wayne Madaw with the hammer.
Back to our feature game here, yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Back to our feature game here.
We're starting to talk like we've been together for too many hours.
The RITV crew down there getting ready.
Using the side guard, or threw it up there, I guess.
They'll be picking up the broadcast for this afternoon's 2 o'clock draw, and then 7 o'clock and 2 o'clock again tomorrow. Updating you right now on all the games taking place this morning.
We got to take care of the side guard. That's what we decided.
One of them already complete. You see the asterisk beside Burtnick there. 6-2 victory over Russ Howard. Carrie advances. $10,000 there for him. Madaw over Peters. They're coming home. Height, 4-3 over Park.
It's 5-4 now for
5-4, that's
McDaw over Peters. They were missing the 1 point he just picked up.
How do you got it? Let's get there.
7-6 Ryan is.
Want to put it back or you want to go
The
here?
eighth end is underway.
Hey!
Eddie.
You want to put it back or you want to go here?
Eddie talking to Pat Perot.
The lead's changed hands 5 times in this game.
Ryan with a 3-ender and the second there as we look at Perot coming out of the hack.
Lots. Yep.
Randy Furby preparing for his second shot.
Move it.
Randy is curling 64% after 7 ends of play.
Nice weight.
Ed Werenich's team out curling Pat Ryan's team 78% to 72%.
Oh boy. Miss.
Look at Doran Johnson lying on the ice.
He took a little slip, but he actually kind of.
Is he all right?
Oh, you know what?
He hurt himself, didn't he?
He did. Hunched over in pain right now.
Well, if that crack in the ice is any indication.
Lots of room.
I'm just kidding.
Room.
Yeah, he went for a
Room.
good spill.
Wait only.
I think he hurt his knee.
Hard.
Yeah, he seems to be favoring his left knee.
Lots.
Hard. Right here. Come on, right here. Hard.
Go.
Hard. Fully.
It's there.
Good looking shot.
He's probably a little embarrassed too.
Happens to everyone.
Well, Doran Johnson, part of the Kevin Park rink, is working his way back over to the hack on sheet 1.
He's got to play a shot now.
Yep. What a performance by Doran and the rest of the Park team to survive possible elimination last night without Skip Kevin Park. A 3-man team. Doran Johnson, a huge part of that.
We had Pat McCallum throwing the final stones last night.
Yep.
He did great.
And if it hangs, we might get a shot rock.
Listen to Lukowicz and Ryan here.
Like right now, he's got us. Okay. By the nuts.
Ryan in a 7-6 lead.
Great shot over there by Doran Johnson. And he's waving to the crowd.
There's Ed Lukowicz.
He's trying to just peel this guard here.
Watch this. Watch the shooter. Thought it would roll out of play. Right into the bleachers. He hit that. Oh, they're not taking it. Did it not roll off yet? Must have.
Yeah.
They did. They're just not clearing the rock off.
You know, after covering 5 rounds yesterday, this one game today seems like A blink of an eye and it's almost over.
They forgot to take that rock out of play, although it's not too crucial right now. But
Yeah.
Gets too tight to this one. Yeah, play that.
John Kawaja on the out turn.
Yep.
Yep.
He's just freezing to this one, isn't he, Al?
Looks like it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Ryan Stone back
Whoa.
8. Kawaja coming in hot.
Makes a nice shot. Possibly a double there set up.
Tick, double, double.
There you go.
Or
Tick,
at least I can get
tick
that
double,
one.
double.
Tick, double.
Look at the way they look at things. Isn't that something?
Yeah. It's a different league.
Yeah. I like this. Bang, right in there.
Might go through the hole too. No,
What do you
maybe
think?
not.
So tap, double, double,
If I
bing.
get that double there, he's going to have a tough end. So it's there, eh? Let's play it.
Any double. Just take
Yeah.
any double. You don't have to play the hardest one.
Do you think we're going to get a lot of move here?
On the out turn?
Yeah. So I think it's an out turn shot, eh?
Yeah, it'll move it after.
So I'm going to throw peel.
Well, why?
So if we hit this one, it comes right. It comes right through
Why
here.
don't you just throw a house hit out there?
I'm thinking that if I hit that skinny and get this, it's going to come off of this, and I get that one too. I want to have some weight.
What about a house hit in turn? And we just
Hit and roll over here.
If it moves, we'll get the double. If it stops here, good.
Okay, like board weight. Just board, eh?
You like that call?
Okay.
I think it's easier than the one Eddie was looking
Yeah.
at. The tick double double, as he called it. They're going to be playing the straight turn, I think, here, though, so they have to really be careful it doesn't
Yeah.
back up on them. Where are they? I can't see where Pat's holding the broom.
He just.
That looks like in turn, doesn't
yeah,
it?
It does.
Yep.
Oh, no. No. Right off. Never.
No.
No.
He's just going to nose this, I think. That's the trouble of playing that turn. You just can't.
Hard to know what it's going to do. Fans knocking over some of the signs.
Actually, I think it was Merv
Was
Bodnerchuk
it
as he went
Merv?
by with his broom. He's kind of touched a couple things.
All right.
I don't know. Clear that or go here.
I almost hate to go there
like
because
that.
Pat gets that hit and roll
Can we
in
tap
there.
back the one they just threw?
No. Okay. Try put it here.
Ed,
Stop it right there.
can we tap back the one they just hit through?
There you go. Mr. Kawaja calls the shot again.
So I'm throwing back 8.
Back 8 weight.
Eddie wanting to protect the 2 stones.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Never.
Looks
Yep.
good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sweepers like that.
Never?
Never.
They like clean. They like to hear the word clean. This is quite a steep double he's playing.
2/3. Half.
Especially with this straight turn. I don't know. It's not something I'd probably be calling, mind you. I have a tough enough time trying to make these across the house doubles. They seem to find it routine.
See the ice that he's given him outside that front rock. Outside edge.
I wonder if he's trying to play it on the outside edge. I don't think so.
Pat Ryan's first stone coming out of the hack on the fly.
Oh, he is too.
Whoa.
Wow.
Shot.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think he could play that double on the inside.
Got to be full 12 though.
Good shooting.
Let's make it high. Make him do that one rather than this one, eh? 'Cause this is an automatic one deep.
Right here.
Yep. That should get a piece of 8, shouldn't it?
Yep.
Werenich with a hammer this end, going back now for his first skip stone. Let's look over at the other sheets here. Madon and Peters, 5-4 for Madon. Madon has the hammer coming home, and there's one rock to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a wide open hit. He doesn't have to stay. Just has to hit and roll out for the win. Guys are making sure the path is all cleaned up for him.
Tight. Tight. Clean.
Easy.
Have a look. Right here. Fire.
Shot by Wayne Madaw over there.
Correct.
Madaw has advanced with a victory.
Whoa. Whoa. Ah.
Just overswept that a bit. Gives Pat Ryan a chance for a double.
Werenich's got just under 16 minutes left on his game clock. Ryan with 20.
Lots of time.
All right, let's go to the Madaw-Peters game, the final stone. Actually, we're going over to sheet number 1, Height and Park. Park trailing 4-3. This is the yellow stone.
Does he stay around? No. Gets his 2.
That was end number 8.
Goes up 1. Kevin Park.
I thought we were going to the Madaw game there. Madaw has advanced with a victory over Peters.
5-4 final score there.
Just to nudge you here, that's one of my picks, remember?
Yes.
Madaw.
Yeah.
Well, we're both looking okay yet.
Hey.
It's a good call. I like that.
He's close. He's really close. Nice shot, Pat Ryan.
Double takeout for Ryan, and he lies 2.
Fans like that one.
One of the great shot makers of all time. Pat Ryan.
One of the great shots this game.
Al, he just comes down the ice with a big yawn on his face.
Oh hum.
Yeah, oh hum.
Well, he's made a couple of dozen of those over his career, no question about it.
Couple hundred dozen.
Yeah, I think so. He makes it look easy.
Eddie's just got to take his 1 now. Tie up the game after 8.
Great game here. Final stone for Ed Werenich.
Oh, wider.
Whoa.
Lead. No backing. Wow. Nothing.
Should be okay. He's got 14-2.
Yeah.
Should stop just past
How
the
about-
line.
He's got the shot.
Nice weight.
And they're all tied up after 8 ends of play. 7-7 between Pat Ryan and the defending champion, Ed Werenich.
We've had close games here on sheet 4 and all the games we've covered here over the last
They
couple of
aren't
days.
sleeping, eh? Both guys are standing here.
And this one's even more so. As we say, the lead's changed hands several times, and now we're tied heading into the 9th. 7-all.
We've only got 2 games remaining out here. Kevin Park over there playing Brad Height is leading by 1 going into the 9th end there, and our feature game here also is continuing tied up.
That's a good point, Tim. We haven't had any blowouts at all in the TV games.
No, they've all been outstanding matchups.
Started out last night as a blow-up. Marv Worth falling down 6-0 after 2 ends of play. But he battled back in a great game there against Brad Height.
Height won. Yeah.
We enjoyed that one.
That's for real there.
You got to give Worth credit for battling back.
That was quite colorful, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Yes. Speaking of Brad Height, he's trailing Kevin Park 5-4 right now in the 9th end.
Oh, I should be able to get it there. No.
Pat wanted that in the house, back tee line. It just came up a little short. Eddie's going to try and come around to center now. See, with the free guard zone, you're not allowed to hit first rocks that are out in play in front of the tee line, but not in the house. You're not allowed to remove them from play.
Wow.
So.
Wow! Wow! Stay with it. Whoa.
He's going a little deep on this one. He could be back 12.
Bodnerchuk.
Oh, he's out there.
I don't know if he'll stick around, but he's got a piece of it.
No, no.
Just good shot by Merv.
Certainly things running so much more smoothly for the organizers this year in the 1996 West Edmonton Mall Curling Classic.
First years are always the toughest, I think.
Get by that first year and, yeah.
They've had a lot of help with all the volunteers doing all kinds of jobs here, setting up all the teams with their hotels and their shirts and ice.
Yep. Whoa! Yeah, that's where it falls. Wow.
Probably the biggest job is just getting the ice ready.
Interesting to have Bill Hunter on board this year. I remember last year seeing Bill sitting on the upper level. He watched this entire event and he wasn't involved in this last year, but he was here nonetheless. Big curling fan.
Well, Bill's involvement has to be a big plus too, as you say.
In case you're just joining us this Saturday morning, 7-7 tie here between Werenich and Ryan. Great matchup we've got going here. Meanwhile, Carrie Burtnick has already advanced as a qualifier with a 6-2 victory over Russ Howard this morning.
The loser still has a chance here because this is the A side of
right.
things, so they can still drop and qualify at a B, one of these two teams.
Chance. Come on!
Is it gonna get by?
Man.
Just touch it.
Come on, get on.
Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there.
Harrison couldn't bring that one into the rings after the little wick on the guard.
Oh, he's not 20 years old
Like
anymore.
That's had to do a lot. I don't even think if he was 20 years old he could have brought that one in, but you never know. Eddie wanted it in.
He's amazing, though. He really is, Neil Harrison.
Furby.
Got
Wants
a
to
piece
run
of
the
it.
guard.
Just.
Cleans things up a little bit. One rock out in front of the house belonging to Ed Werenich. as John Kawaja gets ready. Ed wants a little tap back or a split out front.
I think Pat wouldn't mind just blanking this end, coming home with the hammer.
Wow, tons of them.
Yep.
Together, Werenich and Kawaja have won 2 Briars and 2 Worlds, 83 and 90.
Hard! Come on, hard.
Might get a split off those. Did he get them both in?
Not a bad shot.
Just
He's
one.
got one in. He's got the shooter in.
I think they're right even. It's pretty hard. Well, he thinks there's enough room to get the double. With the weight these guys throw, doesn't matter where you put them.
Eddie Lukowicz getting ready to throw.
Just showing Eddie right where he wants to hit it. That's good communication. Then they can both call the sweeping.
Lukowicz throwing the in-turn here. Possible double. He's on the nose, isn't he?
Curling a little bit. Yep, it did curl too much.
You hear Al Clouston in the background there. Bonspiel organizer.
Really?
On the microphone.
Better make
Inviting
sure it
everyone
goes,
to
otherwise it's a blank.
Inviting everyone to come on down today for the challenge to win a car. Throw a rock onto one of those little decals in the house. You might be able to see them in your picture there in the 8-foot ring, little dark spots. You can throw one out of one of those decals, you win a new car. Ford Windstar, I believe.
I'm debating whether you could hit half of this, bump this on here, and guard it.
Just having a peek over at Kevin Park's game over
think
there.
that's the shot.
Doran
Yeah.
Johnson throwing his last rock to guard, a rock that's sitting in the
Oh, you
forefoot.
go that way, so you waste your time. He's just gonna
Nothing
whack
else in the house.
Let's
And
listen
if it
here.
goes out, then you can play the tap.
They're leading by one.
He knows the spot. Let's try it. If he knows it ain't bad. Knows is probably the next best shot, right? Yeah, Johnny.
Nose isn't too bad. Gotta wait.
Just go down normal. Wow. Yep. Hard.
Hey, hard.
Hard. Good. Whoa.
John Kawaja's
Good.
shot.
Hard. Right over.
It's a good shot. That's what they called. Pat'll still look for the double here.
Little musical interlude there.
Somebody's being a trumpet.
Okay, yeah, I like that. It was either that. It was.
He'll have trouble getting around that
It was either that or draw to the open side.
No, but if you make the double, he can't. He's gonna have trouble getting around with that.
Yeah.
turn, eh?
Okay.
Doran Johnson put a nice guard over there on his rock, so Brad Hyde has to peel the guard again.
It's just great seeing guys like Lukowicz and Ryan and Furby and Bondarchuk teamed up together. That's quite a group.
Has he flashed this?
He may have. Oh, he's got a piece. Look
Oh.
at this.
Couple of pieces.
No flash there.
He just caught enough of that to clear everything.
What a shot.
Whoa.
Oh, you're talking about the big weight that they throw.
Even though he knows the spot, but at least something weird might happen.
He threw a little more weight on that one than his first one.
Yeah, he did.
Well, Pat's got to be pretty happy about that, clearing it all off for him, and now we may have a chance to blank the end here.
Yeah. Probably better off to go right in the middle, eh? John, I'm gonna draw right there.
Now the wrench sweeping off his stone, getting ready. The
4 rocks to play, and both are outside sheets here in this end number 9. Werenich now coming in. Clean house, nothing in play.
Gently. Gently.
Sweeper's just watching
Yeah,
this.
come on.
They don't really listen to anyone.
Shot.
That has to be a hard decision on those sweepers when you've got one person yelling hurry and the other one saying whoa off. What do you do?
They make their own calls.
I think that.
Well, they'll get hecked, doesn't matter which.
Yeah,
I mean, if it doesn't
exactly.
turn out right, they're going to get hecked, doesn't matter which way.
No-win
Almost in the same
situation.
situation anyway, so you know what the hell.
Kevin Park just made a dandy shot coming around the center guard again, lying 2 buried now. Brad Height is just trying to figure out if he should run this guard back.
Okay, let's watch Pat Ryan's release of this rock. We're talking about how his hand is over the top of the handle. He doesn't release it with the open hand, and then he kind of brushes his hand off the back of the rock, Cathy, you pointed out earlier.
It's almost like a double release, and it is allowed if you do it on a normal. Oh,
we didn't catch it there.
Catch it. Yeah. If it's part of your normal delivery, they allow that. Because once you've released a rock, you cannot touch it again. It's a burned stone. But if it's, as I say, part of your normal delivery, then they allow you to touch it twice.
On the nose. I'm not going to fan it.
Cool. Then we might as well try to get it out here.
Well, we can make a shot.
Yeah, somewhere in here.
Eddie's just trying to find a spot in the ice where you can get a nose or a flash.
Seven tie at Werenich with his final skip stone. Hoping to steal in this end. There's nothing in play. He's going to the outside of that sheet in the in turn. We do know that this rock really takes off on this turn.
And you have to watch it for weight, because
Yeah.
sometimes it really
Looks like to
digs
me.
in here, going to the side.
Yep. Yeah, hurry, hurry.
Oh, he's got perfect weight.
Okay.
Perfect weight. He wanted that a little more towards the edge of that 12-foot circle, but now Pat Ryan has a great opportunity to blank the end, and he wants to make sure the ice is clean as he goes down. Wants to retain the hammer coming home. What a great game this has been. One rock to play over there on sheet number 1. Brad Height and Kevin Park. Park with a 5-4 lead as we look at Ryan in the hack.
When the marquee says Ryan versus Werenich, everybody expects a game of this magnitude.
Yeah. Yeah, hurry.
Pat wants to roll out here for sure. He doesn't want to be sticking.
Hurry.
I don't know.
He's out.
Yeah.
Blanks the end, and he retains the hammer for the final end.
Good shot by Pat Ryan there in a tricky sheet of ice, and at least on that side of the ice. 7-7 tie. Ryan and Werenich will be right back after this.
In case you hadn't noticed, the Sega Channel has arrived, and with up to 50 games a month, you can enjoy unlimited play for less than the cost of a really bad haircut. And what do you got to say to that? Thought so.
Hi, we're back to our game here, and the score is 7-7 after 9 ends of play. Pat Ryan has the hammer for the last end. He's going to try the pick here. Got Al Hackner sitting here beside me. Pick up the mic here, Al. So, too bad that you guys got knocked out of this thing already. You were one of my picks. I told you that.
Well, we had a tough day yesterday. We faced two pretty good teams. We lost an extra end to Werenich, then we got beat by Medal last night in another close one. So, you know, you can say we lost, but it's not easy out here. It's a pretty tough field.
Well, I was watching some of the shots you had to make, and you were making some unbelievable across the house doubles, saving your team on a couple ends there where you were facing four, and I remember with this one shot you made, you end up stealing the end. They could have had four against you. You were bailing your team out a few times. But any team here is really tough to play against, and you're playing against the best, so. Got some stats coming in here. Team totals for Pat Ryan's team, 75% compared to Ed Wernick's 80%. What a great shot by Neil Harrison, right in front of the forfeit, buried on the center line. Well, Al Nagy, you lost your spot.
Actually, I don't mind at all. You know, you'd probably have a better commentator here. We have another microphone around, don't we? Al Hackner. Here, grab this microphone. Is it on? Say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect, Al Hackner. Got the two Al's up here now.
Oh no, this could be really confusing. We got two Eddies and two Al's.
Yeah, just coming in late to this game, it looks like, just judging by the stats, it looks like Wrench's team is curling pretty solid, but it looks like Pat Ryan just holds the edge over Burtnick as far as the stat goes.
Oh, wide.
Looks like
Wide.
Looks like tons.
Clean it.
Lots.
7-7 tie as we come home. Two outside sheets. The only ones going right now.
Well, that one just over curled a bit. That'll give Ryan, I think you might try to play the one in the house, because that's the one that's in a dangerous spot right now. He wants to get that off the forefoot.
Oh, we need more ice.
Just going to update you there. You see what has happened this morning. Carrie Burtnick with a 6-2 victory over Russ Howard. Burtnick playing very well. I want to ask Al Hackner right now your thoughts on Burtnick. He has an advantage, do you think, having played so much, of course, on Thursday in that international event. He's playing very well right now.
Yeah, well, obviously he must be playing well. He won all 3 games on the Curling International thing, and then he's won all 3 here. So, and some of the games looks like quite handily. Like anytime you can get a 4-ender on Howard and seemingly control the game all the way through. You know, Russ Howard has been curling well this year, so you can beat a team like that with a score like that. You must be sharp.
You gonna stick around all weekend here now? And
yeah, we're going out with our sponsors today to the racetrack. He's going to entertain us. Try and win some money for us. We couldn't do it on the ice. We're going to try to win it at the racetrack.
That's good. It's a beautiful day outside, I hear.
If you were to pick a favorite right now, Al, with the rinks left, and I know there's a lot of curling to be done right now, but who would you go with?
Well, obviously Howard, Burtnick's in there, having knocked off Howard, looking pretty sharp. I think the winner of this game, Ryan and Wrench, is going to be pretty tough too. You know, we played Wrench in our game, the second game, and they didn't miss too much. And obviously Ryan's team's starting to get things going again. I guess they had a couple tough spiels early in the season, but look like they're pretty sharp now.
Randy Furbystone playing the intern hit, and Furby and company lie to.
That guard that's out there is it's in a tough spot because it's on the side that doesn't curl. I think, you know, Eddie would almost have to come around the other return to get one buried. He's just going to try a freeze in there anyways.
How'd you find this sheet, Al, on this this turn here on the home end?
Well, this sheet and the other outside sheet we found to be the two real good, most consistent sheets. The middle ones were kind of dicey. They had some spots that were kind of tricky where you really didn't exactly know. You really couldn't depend on the rock doing the same thing every time. You know, it's a couple inches over and dramatic difference where the rock was going. But this sheet and the other outside one are very good sheets, very consistent.
I don't care. Just get rid of that rock. That rock's right where they want it. Yeah.
Team discussion.
Right. Well, we can do this too.
You do this right now. He's on field.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. The other way around works better if we can do
Well,
it.
hold on. If we're shot rock, does he peel?
Yep. Sure. He's still going to peel that up there.
We get anywhere in here.
We get in here. Now we can do that later. With my last one, for instance.
We still got a rock covering the button.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. You can talk.
I think what the discussion in this situation was they're deciding that if that free shot, it would be a good play to make, but if they don't get shot rock, Ryan will just peel the guard and they'll lose their guard. I think what's going to win them this game is that guard out there.
You're right.
And they got to have one socked in behind that guard, make Ryan draw to the button.
And it's good.
So you can play that freeze over there, but if you don't get shot rock, you're going to lose the guard because Ryan will just peel it off.
And it's good to see they're changing the turns. Like I said, I think you pretty well have to go with his out turn. It's moving more.
Good to see they're actually in agreement.
That too.
Yep, hard. All right.
Kawaja's Stone on the out turn coming in.
Hard. Quick.
Looks like he's by.
Whoa.
Just see if his weight's there.
Watch it, Harry.
Bite. Bite.
Great
Got a good shot. Yep.
Nicely done. And it's buried.
Terrific shot.
It actually came out the other side a little piece, but it's hard to get that from the in turn.
Got to say, Al, we've been talking throughout the telecasts here in the last few days how we've really enjoyed the discussions between guys like yourself and Rick Lang. I mean, we really think that you're very honest with each other, and that really helps the team. And here, Kawaja and Werenich too, they're very blunt. We call it brutally honest. I mean, they're very animated, but I mean, they tell them what's on their mind, and it helps the team chemistry.
Well, that's true. Like Kawaja and Wrench, to the outsider looking in, you would think they're fighting out there.
Yeah.
But that's just the way they play. They've always played that way, and I think that's one of the keys to their success.
Fast Eddie here coming on that guard, trying to clean it off.
He's close to the pick. No. That's a good shot. He got it off the top of 4.
Yeah.
Left the guard out. Same shot for Eddie again, I guess.
Same thing, or you want to whack that?
Same shot.
Kawaja's second stone.
John's had very good weight this game.
Yep.
He's played well.
Okay.
85% so far.
Heavy. Not curling.
Eddie's missed a couple of shots. Pat's missed a couple, but Kawaja's been very steady as this rock comes in.
A little
here.
heavy, this one. Back 8, maybe.
Yeah. Pat Ryan going to get on it here.
Oh, it stopped. But still, that's behind the tee line. You don't... if Pat will peel the guard.
Shouldn't drill the guard and make the double, or just drill the guard, open it up. You know, keep the four open, eh? That's a little ender.
7-7 tie. What a
you could
great
actually
game.
get lucky here. Peel the guard and get the double in the house, too. Hey?
It's going to have to throw it real hard, though, to keep the shooter off the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Hit it on that side one.
Ryan laying down the room just outside the center line. Here comes Lukowicz.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, he's close to this raised double. Oh, got one of them. That's a good shot.
Nothing in front of the house.
I'm not tapping, I think.
I just got to throw a hit.
Oh, you're going to hit?
I just throw a hit and line too.
Would you
What's
be
he do?
playing a
He's
short
gotta hit this one or
guard
that
here, or
one,
would you
right?
do this?
I don't mind that, Harry.
Well, I think in this situation, it looks like
We're going to be leaving
If I
him
go
there.
there,
shot
he's
rock.
going there. Depending on how do I hit it.
Well, the intern. We know the
I
intern.
think the discussion here is again trying to get shot rock again, to throw another guard out there. They peel it off. Then you're going to have to do this thing again anyway with the last one. So he's discussing whether he should do it now or with his last one.
4 rocks to come in this tie game.
See over in Kevin Park's game that they blanked the 9th end, so score is 5-4 for Kevin, with Brad Height having this last rock here.
Oh, right off. Right off.
Not even touching this one.
Never. Never.
Might have the double here.
Pushed one of them out of the rings.
Well, I think we hit this one. Just freeze it?
Yeah, well, then he can freeze the shot, eh? Yeah, if we hit it, that's his best rock, eh?
Yeah, well, this is pretty close to the button, eh? But, you know, I think the key thing, you know, what you might want to do is just play down and tap it a tiny bit. Yeah, I like a draw.
And we've got to move them a bit.
Yeah, let me worry about that.
If Ryan's not afraid to draw to the forefoot here, you know, a good play, I don't know whether he's even considering it, is maybe just hitting that rock and rolling right out. Whereas Wrench put his next one to make it tough for Pat Ryan. Wrench has got to put it on the center line, top 4, and then you draw to the forefoot.
Yeah, because if Ryan comes down here, freezes one on there, what happens if the Wrench comes down and freezes one on there?
Exactly. Wrench could make it where Ryan could have no shot.
Right. I think you almost have to move this at least a couple feet.
Pat Ryan with his first skip stone. And number 10.
Baseline. Easy. Got rim.
It's very straight. It's not curling very much.
No. No. No, no.
It's coming over a bit now.
Yep. Shot.
See now if the Wrench
separation.
welds one on here. What's he calling for?
Calling for it initially. Kawaja wants to put it right on top of it there.
Yeah, I think so, because then how do you get shot if you're covering half the button?
How about if I just hit it and make him throw that same shot? Did that pick it?
Would you hit it? I don't think so.
No, obviously, if you could weld that freeze on there and be shot rock, Pat Ryan may have no play, may have no shot.
That's what I think.
No, I don't like that either.
Well, I don't think you gain anything by playing that. Like, I can't follow that down at any turn. You saw that thing at the end, eh? Actually, if you get shot rock dead straight on, he's got to make a shot. You're right.
Well, he's got that.
Yeah, that's what he plays too. Yeah, there's nothing to gain.
The other deal is just to peel it out.
That's what I think too. And if I happen to hit and roll here, that ain't bad. Well, he ain't gonna play the double.
Move that one.
He ain't gonna play a double. No, killing this one.
Well, you're not going to roll there and kill that.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can. I'm either probably gonna roll way over here.
Call another timeout.
I already called.
We're
the
running
clock's
again.
running. Oh.
Werner's got a minute 38 left on his game clock.
Let's hit it.
He wasn't aware.
This was the first time we've seen it down to a minute.
But remember, Eddie was asking for another 30 seconds or something to be thrown on earlier when he had that handle loose.
That's right. They never did give it back.
I just think they started the clocks late, though. I think he's redeemed it.
That's still lots of time.
Oh, yeah.
On the other game there, Brad Height has to draw for his one to go the extra end, it looks like, to the to the button.
Ed Werenich's final stone, end number 10. Looking for the steal in a 7-7 tie. Shot rock belonging to Ryan.
Yep.
Werenich on the out turn.
Wow.
Taking about a foot of ice here.
Wow. Wow. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Nice controlled weight. Well, just wide open.
Yeah, I was curious. Again, hindsight's 20/20, and you hate to second guess curlers at this level, but I thought a freeze would have been a better shot.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he could have put one in there where Ryan may have no shot. Ryan may have been forced to come off his own yellow one that's up there. Wrench's other yellow one that's up there on the edge of the 4-foot, and Kareem off it to remove that rock. Maybe they were afraid that Pat Ryan is such a good hitter that maybe that shot was an easy shot for him.
Could be. Final stone now, and number 10, Pat Ryan.
Just saw Brad Height draw to the pin and go to the extra end.
Going to play the hit for the win against the wrench. It's been a great game. Ryan jumped out to the early 3-1 lead. Werenich came back to tie it after 3. Been seesawing ever since. Another deuce by Ryan in the 7th. One by Werenich in the 8th, and here we are tied 7-7 with 1 rock to play.
He looks like he's just playing this quietly. Tap weight.
And Cathy, that's that Brad Height, Kevin Park game going into extra ends.
Yep. Clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
No.
This has got some curling to do.
No, right up, never.
Running really
Never.
straight along that center line.
You know what? I don't think it's going to come enough.
We may have a steal. We have a steal. Do we have a steal?
No, it hung on.
Oh, it's that close.
It's almost a measure. Just hung on, I think.
Tell you what, Pat Ryan looking to the stars and thanking his lucky stars there. What a shot, and he that was something else.
Chairs here.
I just want to say, while I have this opportunity right now, what a pleasure it's been working with you, Cathy. I've really enjoyed it.
You too, Al and Tim.
And Al Hackner, thanks for joining us here. And we really enjoyed watching you curl, and too bad for you that you didn't make it all the way into the money this year, but I know you'll be back next year.
Well, thanks. Been fun, too.
All right.
See you in a bit.
One great game as Pat Ryan comes up with the victory, and his shooter just hangs around. We almost needed a measurement to decide that one. Pat Ryan been curling very well, though, and you know that we're going to see more from Eddie Werenich. That's not going to sit very well with him. He played well, too, although as a team, but Eddie struggled a bit, and I'm sure he's going to be looking to redeem himself a bit as the Bonspiel continues.
There was a couple of shots that I think he would like to take back, and we really enjoyed watching that game. There was a lot of super shots being made, and Pat Ryan hanging on by half an inch to win. Can't get any closer than that.
We've had some outstanding curling. I want to say thanks to the crew once again and go downstairs right now to Tim Dancy.
All right, here we are with Pat Ryan. Quite a game, Pat. The lead changed hands numerous times. You pull it out in the end.
It was a great game. I've had some great games with Eddie Werenich over the years, and they're always the same. There's always a bunch of, a few chances both ways and a lot of great shots. And, unfortunately here there was a couple of really stupid misses that kind of turned the game both ways, but otherwise it turned out to be a heck of a final.
Ice was good today, this morning?
It was great, yeah. Ice has been super all week. Guys, people here have done just a magnificent job. After last year, there was some question whether we could do it in the arena, but, man, this ice is just beautiful.
All right, your team's starting to come around right now. I think you all feel pretty good, right?
I think so, yeah. It's good. That's our first time to qualify out of A in a tournament this year. And, we didn't have a good Thursday here in the Pro League, but 3 wins here in a row shows I guess we've got something working now.
Okay, the last shot, you're thinking what?
My last shot, oh man, as I watched it go down the ice, I was wishing I would have took less ice. I had to up my weight just a bit to move him off the, pretty well off the button or full 4, and it was such a straight spot. And, fortunately it moved enough at the end, and it was soft enough that it hung around, but not by much.
Okay, Pat, way to go. Congratulations, Pat Ryan, winning over Ed Werenich. In comes Ed now, the wrench. Ed, as we said with Pat, one of those games anybody could have won it. Lead changed hands a few times. It was tied a couple of times. What a game.
Yeah, it's probably exciting to watch because there's so many misses. Yeah, it wasn't a very well played game really. There's a lot of misses, but that's exciting too in curling. Yeah.
It made it very interesting, of course. Your feelings now, you're prepared for what step next? When do you play next today?
I have no idea. All I know is that's the same sheet we lost our A qualifier on last year, so we were just a little unlucky, I guess, and I don't know who we play or where.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ed. Okay. Carry on. Ed Werenich and Pat Ryan have been our guests. That brings us to the end of our Shaw Cable Systems coverage of the West Edmonton Mall Classic. ITV next move in for the remainder of this tournament to provide national coverage. So, it's been a lot of fun for Al Nagy and Cathy, Borst, and the rest of the crew. I'm Tim Dancy saying so long from West Edmonton Mall.